What if Alexa Bliss, the pint-sized powerhouse who's danced with darkness and dazzled WWE fans for over a decade, is about to unleash a comeback so unpredictable it could rewrite her legacy? She's been a champion, a twisted puppet master, and a name tied to Bray Wyatt's eerie world. Now, after disappearing, returning, and stirring up a storm of Wyatt's 6 rumors, the wrestling universe can't stop wondering, what's she up to? This isn't just a quick recap. It's a dive into a story loaded with secrets, swerves, and speculation that'll keep you guessing. Let's get into it, because things are about to get wild. Picture a cheerleader from Columbus, Ohio, with no wrestling pedigree, stepping into WWE's developmental scene in 2013. That's Alexis Kaufman, soon to be Alexa Bliss, starting from scratch in NXT. She wasn't a natural athlete like Charlotte Flair or a legacy kid like Natalya. She was a rookie with a megawatt smile and a knack for grabbing attention. Early days had her managing Blake and Murphy, a forgettable tag team, but she made it work. Her charisma shone through. By 2016, she's drafted to SmackDown, and bam, she's women's champion within months. She defended that title against Becky Lynch in a tables match, proving she could hang with the best. 2 SmackDown reigns later, she jumps to Raw, snags 3 more women's titles, and cashes in Money in the Bank on Nia Jax in 2018. Add tag team gold with Nikki Cross, and you've got a resume most wrestlers dream of. Fans loved her snark, her swagger, and how she could flip from adorable to vicious in a heartbeat. She wasn't just good, she was magnetic, but the real game changer was still waiting in the wings. Then came Bray Wyatt. It's 2020, and Alexa's teasing a storyline with Braun Strowman when The Fiend steps in. What happens next is pure chaos. She's pulled into his orbit, ditching the sparkly gear for a haunted grin and a creepy doll named Lily. Wyatt didn't just team with her. He transformed her. She's chucking fireballs at Randy Orton, hitting Sister Abigail like it's second nature, and playing mind games that left fans buzzing. Their chemistry was unreal. Her sharp edge paired with his unhinged creativity made them a nightmare duo. At WrestleMania 37, she betrays him in his match against Orton, only to vanish into his twisted funhouse on TV weeks later. It was messy, weird, and absolutely gripping. She carried that dark vibe into matches against Shayna Baszler and Eva Marie, turning arenas into her playground. For a stretch, it felt like they could rule WWE's wildest corners together. But that dream didn't last. Everything shattered in July 2021. Bray Wyatt's out of WWE, released in a move that stunned everyone. Alexa's left holding the bag, tasked with keeping his legacy alive. She tries. Lily becomes her sidekick. She keeps the spooky promos rolling. But it's not the same. The Fiend's shadow looms large, and without him, her direction wobbles. She feuds with Charlotte Flair, loses the Raw Women's title at Extreme Rules, and gets stuck in a bizarre Dole therapy skit that flopped hard. By late 2022, Bo Dallas, Bray's brother, shows up as Uncle Howdy, dropping cryptic hints about her role in Wyatt's world. A pigtailed Alexa stares him down on Raw, and fans think, okay, this is it. She's back in the game. But her last match, Royal Rumble 2023 against Bianca Belair, ends in defeat. She walks away, Uncle Howdy fades, and the story stalls. What nobody knew was how much bigger this pause would get. Life outside the ring took over. Alexa marries Ryan Cabrera in 2022, and by November 2023, they welcome their daughter, Hendrix. It's a quiet chapter, maternity leave after a decade of non-stop wrestling. She'd earned it, no question. But fans didn't let go. Social media lit up with theories. Some swore she'd return to honor Bray, who tragically passed in August 2023 from a heart issue at 36. His death hit hard. Alexa posted a broken heart emoji, and old clips of their segments went viral. Others figured she'd ditch the dark stuff, maybe reinvent herself as a babyface champ. She stayed silent, sharing family snaps and dodging wrestling talk. A new blonde look surfaced online. No more pink streaks, and speculation exploded. Was she training? Was WWE calling? The buzz grew louder every month, and it turns out they weren't wrong to wonder. January 2025 rolls around, and Royal Rumble delivers the moment everyone's waited for. The countdown hits, the buzzer sounds, and out struts Alexa Bliss. 2 years gone, now back with a vengeance. Her gear's a tribute, black and red, Fiend Forever stitched on the side. The crowd loses it. She's not rusty either. She tosses Roxanne Perez over the ropes, dodges a dive from Indy Hartwell, and lasts until Liv Morgan boots her out. Next stop, Elimination Chamber qualifying match on SmackDown. She wins, pinning Zoe Stark with Twisted Bliss, then fights in the chamber itself, finishing third after Morgan and Belair team up to eliminate her. It's not about titles, it's about presence. She's proving she's still got it, and the Wyatt nods aren't subtle. Fans chant Bray, Bray, every time she's on screen. But here's where the rumors kick into overdrive, because the Wyatt Six is lurking in the background. Let's talk about that faction. The Wyatt Six, or Wyatt Six, hit WWE in 2024, led by Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy, Nikki Cross, Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy round out the crew, all draped in masks and mystery. It's a tribute to Bray, sure, but it's stumbled out of the gate. Their debut had buzz, eerie vignettes, a raw ambush on Chad Gable, but WWE didn't capitalize. Bo's been solid, channeling his brother's vibe, but he's no Bray. The others? Mid-carders at best, jobbers at worst. Late 2024, Bo tweaks his knee, and poof, the whole group's off TV. They shuffle from Raw to SmackDown, yet nothing airs. Enter Alexa. Reports from December 2024 said she'd return within 6 weeks, paired with them. Wrestling Observer claimed she'd debut at Rumble, maybe as a dark goddess to lead them. Then plans flip, contract snags, no faction tie-in, and she's back solo. Except she lands on SmackDown, same as them, and the dots start connecting. The speculation's wild now. Her Rumble gear, that Lily doll popping up in a Raw crowd shot, and a Wyatt Six tweet saying she waits during her chamber match. It's all fuel. Fans think she's the key. Maybe she joins, turning Uncle Howdy into her puppet. Or maybe she feuds with them, rejecting Bray's leftovers to stand alone. Matt Hardy, on his podcast, said her history with Wyatt makes the faction fit like a glove. But here's the rub. Some argue she's too big for this. Why tether a 5-time champ to a group that can't get on TV? Bo's not a main eventer. He's a nostalgia act leaning on Bray's name. Rowan's been gone for years, Cross is underused, and Lumis and Gacy barely register. Alexa propping them up feels like a demotion when she could chase gold instead. And what happened next only muddied the waters. WrestleMania's on the horizon. March 23, 2025, today's date. And the buzz is deafening. She's dropping hints like breadcrumbs. An Instagram post last week, her shadow against a wall, captioned, "The fun's just begun." A SmackDown teaser showed a cracked Lily doll, no explanation. Braun Strowman's name's floating too, another Wyatt vet who could team with her for a one-off tribute. Or picture her crashing the women's title scene. Liv Morgan's smug after Chamber, and Alexa's got a score to settle. Then there's Charlotte Flair, back from injury, eyeing a showdown. Ex-posts from fans are split. Half want her with Wyatt Six, half want her solo, tearing through the roster. Dave Meltzer's reporting she's locked in for Mania, but the role's hush-hush. Could she swerve everyone, ditching the faction mid-match to steal the spotlight? It's the kind of twist she's built for. Here's the kicker. Alexa Bliss isn't coasting. She's 33 in her prime, with a fan base that's stuck by her through every pivot. The women's division's stacked. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, Bayley, all killing it. But she's got something they don't. That unpredictable edge. Her return's already shifted the game, and whether she dives back into Bray's world or breaks free, she's not fading quietly. Think about it. Could she pull a heel turn on Uncle Howdy, leaving the Wyatt Six in ruins? Or grab a make at Mania and call her own shot? No faction needed? That's what's got everyone talking, from diehards on X to casuals flipping through YouTube. So what's your take? Does she rise alone or drag the Wyatt legacy with her? Hit the comments, because this ride's just getting started.